Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming in and joining us on this live. Tonight, we'll be talking about inconsistencies in dating, and I have with me Fifi and Kimmy.
Hi.
Welcome,
Hello.
everyone. I hope everybody's doing good tonight. So, let's paint a picture here. Um, let's start with online dating. Um, you meet someone online, and you talk for a while. You exchange numbers, and after a week or two, you eventually go on a date with each other. First date is amazing. He looks good, he smells good, he's saying all the things right that you feel like need to be said. He is looking at you like you're the tastiest thing ever. He is attentive and communicates well. Second date, same thing. But then after the second date, the texts start to get a little dry. It's a what you doing or a good morning beautiful at 11 o'clock in the morning, and you don't hear again from them until 8 that night. Texts get shorter, they get a little bit drier. What do you do after a situation like this? Do you completely fall back, or do you still kind of show up and try a little bit harder? What do we do, ladies? Fifi, you want
Not
to take
bad.
this one? Or
Yes,
Kimmy?
I will. Me being the person I am, um, and it could be the toxic in me. Um, if the conversation's getting shorter with me, that means it's getting longer with someone else.
Yes.
But then there could be a possibility, oh, he's working hard. Um, but that is kind of toxic. Now that I say that, that's kind of toxic. But I don't know that I would probably just let it play out, honestly, because it is the beginning. Um, you are on a dating site. We're not in an exclusive relationship, so I'll probably just let it play out. I'm not going to play into it too much. Now, if we were um, a couple, we're in a monogamous relationship, then I would probably be thinking that's probably um, something else going on.
How long do you
Wow.
give that person for
Give
your personal um for you? How long do you give that man the benefit of the doubt to say maybe he is busy? Because in all reality, he really could be busy.
well, to me, we're not in a relationship, so I really can't trip. And if you tripping already, that's something wrong with me. That's your own insecurities that you putting on this man because he's on a dating site. He's probably seeing multiple women.
True, true. Kimmy?
I would first want to know how am I showing up? Did he stop communicating as much because I wasn't responding as much? How was I showing up the whole time? Was I, halfway texting him back or not texting him back? What was I doing? And then I'll just play it out. I don't want to be overly, hey, and then just start flooding, his inbox with stuff. I just like to play it the same. If he falls off, because unlike CC, it's a dating site, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if he falls off, it could be he really just, was not interested after the second date. He had enough. I don't know. Um, Now, what I have experienced is when you're dating online, and Fifi did bring it up, that sometimes they have multiple people that they're talking to. So that's kind of difficult to, juggle. You texting, multiple people.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there. You're responding
It's
to
rough.
multiple people. it is hard to like, oh my God, you know, I forgot. Unless it's that one you really like. Let's be honest. The one you really like, you are going to respond a little bit more. But yeah, I would one check how I'm showing up, and then you know just let it play out and see. I mean, if they just totally go blank and then come back 2 months later, it's a wrap.
Right. Right. So, do y'all think that sometimes men, or we show up to dates like it's an interview and we put this great performance on for the date, and then after that it's back to our normal personalities
No,
It,
I'm gonna show up Felicia Shante Dean every day,
every time?
every time,
That's it.
because why try to? I don't believe in being fake. So you either like me or hate me. Um, no, I'm gonna be my authentic self every time, and if they don't like it, that just means that's not my person, and I want them. I could tell. It won't be long that I could tell that this is not him,
Right.
that this is their representative. No, I'm going to be me, 365.
I heard that. I heard that. Once you, I mean, you kind of hit on my next question. How do you tell the difference between he's really busy and you're just not a priority?
wait, hold on. Let me respond to that. Your question. So I have this thing when I did date, and I was dating online, and I did it for some time. I would get off because you end up seeing the same people, but there was always that representative. And when you're dating online, you want to talk to them a good 30 days. If they last past 30 days, and I don't say it in a bad way, you know, they may be someone that you guys are interested in each other, but there's always a representative. They always come typically with a representative. No one wants to look bad. They may
Mm-hmm.
have heard of something that they do that others don't like, so they're going to try to not do those things. But after a certain point, which is around the 30-day mark or before the 30-day mark, you start seeing who they really are. And then it's your
Mm.
choice to figure out what I want to keep going on. I think the biggest problem and things that we do is we start seeing those red flags and go, oh, but that's okay. Now, when you
But
start seeing
is
some red
no.
flags and you have boundaries, keep some boundaries. Don't
Yep,
go past those boundaries. Keep them and move on. There are others out there.
yep.
But when you talk
First,
about,
we
go ahead.
we have to know them boundaries first.
I don't think we take the time to know them.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes we allow our friends to talk us out of those boundaries too. We do.
Mm.
Oh, girl, he didn't mean that. He probably this, that, and the other. Well, that's your
Mhm.
boundary. No one
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
can talk you out of it.
Mm-hmm. We do. We do. And sometimes we'll talk our own self out of that boundary just because it feels good to have a little fun or have that companionship for the moment. Um, we'll talk our own self out of it. And that's something that we have to stop doing as women too. We have to be
I think when
grown in
you,
our decisions and mean it.
but it's hard when you haven't been in a relationship for a long time and you're out there looking. You go in years, then you start to overlook things like that. To be honest, it happened to me. I started overlooking certain things, but then at some point, it was a no-go. I got tired. So I should have just said no in the beginning and just kept it pushing, but I didn't do that. And it was because, you know, you have that little bit of fun. I was a type introvert. So I like being at home, but I also like going out and doing things. So when I started going out and doing things, it was cool. Then the red flag was like, I guess it's not that bad. Then eventually it was like, okay, I don't know why I kept on. And then it's the bad part is that person started catching feelings the longer you hold on, thinking, okay, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
They start, and it's not fair to them. To be honest, it's not fair to them. You see something that you can't deal with, cut it off. Just cut it
Mm-hmm.
off, and it's okay. Again, it's your boundary.
It is. It is. Do either of you think that men know that they're being inconsistent, or are they thinking that we just won't say anything, that we don't notice it, and that we won't say anything? Do you feel like they know that they're being inconsistent?
You want to take that one,
But
Fifi, or you want me to go?
Yes, I feel like they know. We know that when we're being
they,
inconsistent. We know when we're not showing up. We know when we're not um, doing all the things that we say that we're capable of or that we're bringing to that relationship. So yes, because well, I mean, yes, I feel like they know
mm-hmm,
because in my mind, don't do anything to me that you don't want done to you.
right.
Um, like I'm getting off topic kinda,
It's okay.
but in a relationship, a past relationship, um, there was death during these relationships. I showed up, took time off of work for the funeral, but when an individual in my family passed, where were you? Okay,
Mm-hmm,
pass number one, and then it was my uncle. Where were you? So I took that away, but I resented him from that moment forward. But
mm-hmm.
let it be old Joe Blow out here
I'm Joe Blow.
from the
They running
club.
for it.
From the club, you gonna bust their funeral home down.
Yeah.
But your woman that you sleeping and snoring in her face every night, you wasn't there for her.
Not the snoring Joe Blow.
Uh-huh.
So is that inconsistency or is that oh I couldn't get off.
Immaturity.
You know what? I have a question though with that.
Mhm.
Are we in the beginning having a conversation of what we want? What is your expectation? They don't know. Because just like we don't know everything that they want, I think we need to have that conversation. Hey, this is the type of relationship I like. I like when I show up for them or show up for you, I like for you to show up in that same manner. I kind of look forward to it. I want to know what you like or what you don't like. Let's talk this out. I think that thinking that someone or feeling like they should know is where we go wrong. They don't know. They have no idea. Probably to
Mm-mm.
this day, until he see this video, he probably go, "That's what I did wrong. I didn't know."
But I
Like
have
that's
a
all they
hard
had to say.
He said, I
I
should have did better."
Yeah.
He gonna show up to the next
Yeah.
funeral.
That's it. That's it. That comes with just being immature too.
well
Yeah.
I have a
It
hard time with telling a person if I tell you um everything that I need and expect of you, if I tell it to you, Kimmy,
Hmm.
don't you feel like at some point you just gonna try to do everything that I expect of you? Not willingly, you just gonna be doing it because that's some stuff that I said is important to me. So
mm,
that's why I feel like
True.
I'm not
I
gonna
get that
go.
part.
I don't feel like that I'm gonna go into a relationship and say, well, I need this, I need that. You're a grown ass man. You one, If your mother raised you, you should know how to treat a woman.
But how do we know she was an appropriate mother that would have taught their child how to do it? Because a lot
Well,
of them, their mothers may have worked, wasn't around as much. They may not have had that role model to actually teach them, or they could have had a mom that was, in a relationship that wasn't the best. So
Uh-huh.
they really just do not know.
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like there has been some that honestly, when I look back, they didn't know how. They honestly didn't know. And I was told, well, I've never done this for a female, is the words that come out of their mouth. What? And I was like, well, old girl's just dumb as hell.
And I'm
For
not
real.
that.
And I told him that. Like, what? It's like,
Yeah.
I don't understand. And then how did you get through life? How did you get through with relationships for like umpteen years with the bare minimum?
Because the person
Mm.
loved them more than
Mm-hmm.
they loved that person.
Yeah.
Because when you really love somebody, I feel like some just don't know. You just go over the top. You do.
Mm-hmm. And you never check the inconsistencies. You never check your own reality in the situation. That's
Hmm.
how people get by with the bare minimum. Because they don't pull up and be like, you're not giving me anything that I need. I'm giving
Right.
enough for both of us, and it's me that's doing this.
And they was like, they were the best, and told me I'm the best you ever had. Boy, stop.
I had that. I had
For
Listen.
that.
real?
I wanted a fairy tale. Yeah. Someone told me that my ideal of relationships is a fairy tale.
And I
I was
got
like,
told that too.
I was
In
like,
this last
really?
relationship.
Yeah,
Huh?
it was. Yeah, at this late age, yeah, they said it was, and it was funny. It was just before my current relationship. It was, and it was amazing to me because I was just like, wow. So for me, just wanted to be treated a certain kind of way, and it was not over the top. It was
Yeah.
not. I'm a
Mhm.
kind
Mm.
person. I I get it if you're working, but if you're not working a whole lot, like have a job where you're working a whole lot, I like time, and that
Yeah.
was just too much. It was I was bypassing my boundaries where I was just basically saying, hey, let's write down the dates, how often we should see each other within a month's time. Shouldn't have to do that,
No.
but I did
No,
it. But
it
I
should
did it.
flow. Mm-hmm.
Right. I
It
think
should
it's
flow.
it's bad when you feel for a person much more than they feel for you. Because yes, you're gonna let a lot of things go. And in that particular time frame, I think I let a lot of things go. And then it just got to the point where I was just like, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. Can't.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
have to
when
leave
we,
the door open for someone who wants to be with
To do
me and
that.
want to do those things. And as
yes.
long as I allow that person to sit in that seat, no one else can fill it. So I have to let them go. And sometimes we have to let people go because there is no room for someone else to come and fill that spot. If we still, even in our hearts, maybe they're not there physically, but in our hearts, still have space for that person, no one else can sit there. You've got to let them go. And I had to get to that point where I let the person go because then, I mean, kid you not, real quick, it seemed like somebody came in and was like, I'm here. Hello.
I've been waiting. You had me in the
Right.
back room waiting.
Right. In the background, about time.
Uh-huh. I've
I
been
mean,
waiting. People just
it's
show up emotionally unavailable.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
The
they
dating
drag you
world is
along.
hard.
It
Mm-hmm.
is.
It's
Mm-hmm.
really really hard. And online, we could talk about online because yeah, I'm blue in the face because I did it a lot. I got to the point where I got off because you see the same people on there. I got off for like 3 years. Got
Mm-hmm.
back on. It was the same
Same.
man on there. It was like, hey, where you been? I was like,
Not where you been.
We say we've been missing you.
well,
So
I mean,
you
just
still
think
ain't found
about it.
nobody?
Yeah, but it's kind of crazy. You know, you be on there for some time, and then it's like, man, you ain't found somebody. What's really wrong with me? Well, I haven't found
Yeah,
nobody. Or is it just, I can't, it's kind of bad to say it. Everybody on there is just, something wrong with them. You
Mm-hmm.
haven't found nobody. I was just like, you know what? Let me get off, do some work on myself, because maybe it is me, and I'll get back on. When I got back on and I seen the same people, I was like, my God.
Get right back off.
I said, my God, today.
Yeah, and then I started doing 30 days. Do 30 days.
And that's
30
it.
days.
Well,
That's it.
listen, now I'll tell y'all what I did. I didn't make it 14 days at all.
Really?
No, it's just not me at all. It's too much
Mm,
juggling, and it's too much of trying to explain myself and give myself to each person that is messaging me. I personally can't do that. I don't have it in me to try to juggle all of that. So I lasted less than 14 days and I got off of it. It's too
really?
much. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did longer than in the beginning. I did longer, but after a certain point, I just said 30 days. 30 days. I'm not, and I would always
And that's
always get
it.
the subscription because I want to see certain things on whichever one it was. I would get the subscription so I could see more. And yeah, I just 30 days. 30 days. If I'm talking to you, 30 days. I need to know whether or not because if I'm not feeling for you, I don't want to waste your time.
That's right.
30 days. I need to know. Is this
That's
the
right.
right person? If I'm guessing it, I don't want to leave them. I don't want to do that. I want them to have the time to go meet somebody special, their forever person. So, yeah. And
Are
I
y'all
Yeah.
hope
seeing the comments?
the same. No, is it?
Yeah. Frank said, Frank said, men want to be treated in a certain way too. Yes, I understand. But, if you treat me good, I'm going to treat you better.
That's it. That's it. Respectfully,
Men are not looking for much.
Yeah.
well, do explain that. What is the
He
not
said,
much?
men are not looking for much. That's why our list of wants is very short. Erica, and what is top of the list as I asked you previously? Ooh, I'm not sure if he's talking to us or, well, he did say Erica.
Yeah, they got a whole conversation going. My God,
he
wait,
said
hold
no.
on. I didn't even.
He said no snoring. It was just a metaphor, Frank. Just a metaphor.
He said
Frank,
no snoring ever. I need
he said he
sleep.
needs sleep.
He said a grown ass woman over 50 must know what a grown ass man wants, and this
So
list is not long.
Frank, tell us this. What is it that we want? Because you're saying over 50 and we must know. What is it that we want? What is the
Yeah,
what
I'm
does a
not a
woman
mind
over 50
reader.
want?
Mm-mm. And like Erica said, why is the list so short for men?
Most
Because
men I have,
it seems more complicated than it is.
Let me tell you this. We had this conversation on another platform. And the number one is respect. Shout out to He Built Differently and I forgot the
yeah,
other one's name.
and
We had this
dinosaur,
conversation.
dinosaur, because it was on our
Dinosaur.
live. Yeah,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Respect. We got that. That's your number one. We absolutely got that. But tell us what we want. What is it that we're looking for? And ladies, do you guys think it's different for each woman? What we're looking for?
I do. I do. I think everybody's requirements are different. Um, they have to be different, but above all, I would say that it is definitely consistency, and love is on that list also.
And I'm squinting my
Um,
eyes because I don't want to wear my glasses. But he said men are easily pleased. Do you know that? Can y'all
Don't
read it?
you
Because
know that
I cannot
already?
see it.
It starts out like they're
Oh,
eager to be pleased, and then they just want a housekeeper and a cooker and this, that, and the third. I'm more than that.
I think men
I'm
are
not your
different.
maid. I'm not your
I think
mother cleaning
I
up
think
after
men are
you.
different. Men are different. Because my husband, I can't say he's just easy. No, he's not. He's not easy to please. No. Mm-mm. I could tell. I don't have any issues because, I mean, me and him are very similar, but I could tell others may have had some issues.
Frank
mhm.
said, forget what you want. What do men want? Tell us. We asking you, Frank. Come on. What do you want? You said I should know. I'm not a man, so I would know. I'm not a man.
Tell them that's tell them that's part of it. We got to keep asking, what do men
Frank,
want?
that's what we're asking. We're trying to have an adult conversation, you know?
You know what? I like Frank. One time we're going to have to bring him up.
Yes, tell them, Erica. Erica said, I know that very well, Frank. That's why I have been married. You tell them, sis,
For 34 years.
For
34
years.
years, and
That's
I can't even
it.
get one.
I, well, you can get one, a good one. We're going to correct that. You
Right.
can get
Yeah,
a good one.
got to be a good one.
You can get more than one. We've seen it. No, you want a good one.
Yes, the right one.
That's it. Do y'all think that men are also who do you think is more fearful of relationships, women or men? Or could we say that it's both are
I
fearful?
say equally. But after a breakup, I feel like we try to work on ourselves, regroup before, and heal from that past relationship before we just like jump into
But let me
another one.
correct Frank. Frank, do I need to bring my husband up here? We never said who was single or who was married. I'm actually married. My husband's downstairs watching the football. So y'all not.
Erica said, "Ladies, Frank might make me come on up to the panel. Baby, come on up.
Come on.
Come on up, Erica.
Frank
We're
really don't
trying.
want that smoke. We trying to be
Yes,
classy,
he do
okay,
not.
Frank? Frank, we eat people like you for lunch. Don't do too much.
My
You've been
God.
warned, Frank. No, it's Frankie now.
Is it
It's
Frankie now?
Frankie. I'm gonna mispronounce his name on purpose. You can't even tell us what you want, Frankie. You probably lonely too.
That's it.
You
Frankie,
probably
well, I'm
single,
not.
Frank. You
Frank,
probably
are you
ain't never
married?
had. You probably ain't never had anybody, Frankie.
Frank, are you married? Is the question.
Frankie, are you married?
This might be all the attention that Frank is getting.
Oh, bless his
We
little teeth
we
Look,
might
hard.
we might need to take
back
it
to,
easy on him.
I know, back to our questions. We'll get to
Yes.
Frank. Maybe he'll respond to us. Frank, are you married? Is the question. I am married,
Hmm.
Frank. Sorry, I didn't say that, but I'm actually married.
Frankie is very happy. That's
That's not the
good.
question.
That's good.
Frank, are you married? Is the question.
We're happy that you're happy.
Yeah. Happy. So happy I'm smiling on the inside. Can't you
Well,
tell?
and thank you, Frank, for entertaining us.
Yes.
Oh, God. But okay, Kiwi, what's our next question? I'm sure there's others that have questions about online dating. And
Mhm.
Erica, at any point, you can jump on. We got you.
Hmm. So, do you all think that chivalry could ever show up as control? Do you think that what I call chivalry would
And
be
same here, Frankie.
opening
I'm not
doors?
married either and very much happy in my singleness right now.
So, what I would call chivalry would be the like Erica was talking the other night. If you're walking along the street and the position that the man is in, opening doors for your lady, making sure that she's okay, pulling the seat out. But could that also be interpreted as a control thing?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I wish we would go back to the basics.
The
But will we
very
allow
But
it
basics.
though? Will we allow it if that happens? Because I'm gonna tell you now, it when you have been single for a long time, you do it on your own, all those things on your own. But when you finally get it, you're already running to the door to open the door. You really
Mm-hmm.
are.
Yeah.
Because
or
I
do
had
you
to
hold the
hold
door
off.
and he already has it? You know, I've
Yeah.
seen guys at work holding the doors for us. They'll hold it for every single woman that's coming up through there. Then there'd be somebody that hold the door. What? I'm thinking, sis, do better. He was holding the door for
Mm-hmm.
all of us. A
Mm-hmm.
simple
But we're so
thank you
used to
and
doing it
keep pushing it.
ourselves.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
do
Yeah.
we
we are.
accept
We're
it?
used to. Yeah, we have to allow them the opportunity because it took me a minute. I'll be already at the door and opened up the door, and my husband's like, "Can you?" And then, I mean, you go back into that pattern because now it's not an issue. But yeah, when we first started dating,
Mm-hmm.
that was an issue because I was already at the car. I won't quit.
We have to recognize these things.
Yes.
Erica said most women wouldn't appreciate that because they're so used to doing by themselves. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Erica.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
hard to recognize. It's like yesterday, my neighbor had came over and I told my daughter to take the trash out. It's just a few
Mm.
steps to the trash can out front. Well, there was a dog outside, and he seen that she was a little iffy about the dog being out there. So he comes to the door and he says, I'll take it out for her. I'm thinking in my head, she can do it. She's a big girl because I told her to take that trash outside. I didn't catch it in the beginning. I had to think for a second. No, he's a young man and he's offering to do it. You let him do it. So
Mhm.
I had to catch myself in that and realize you have to allow people to do things for you that want to do it. You have to allow them to show that chivalry. So I thought that was sweet of him, but I had to check myself on that
Yeah.
and
Let a
realize
man
what
be a
was going
man.
on. Uh-huh.
I think that was really nice too.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Very nice. Very, very nice. So back to the inconsistencies. What if there is an excuse? You have this every time he's inconsistent, there's always an excuse as to why, and there's just never any accountability on his part. Do we accept those excuses and say, okay, well, at least he's telling me why he didn't show up? At least he's communicating that with me.
I think the word excuses make it a little bit difficult for me. So do you mean he has a response to it? Because when you say excuse, I look at it as a negative way and be like,
Yeah.
it's just an excuse. But do he just have a legitimate response to why he couldn't do whatever he was doing?
It a legitimate responses every time. So that then they just become excuses. at that
I don't,
point?
I don't know if I understand the question. It's not
Yeah.
Um,
clear.
okay, so not showing up,
Mhm.
um, not responding in a
Mhm.
Nope.
timely manner, or what we think should be a timely manner, but you always, or he always comes back with a, well, I was busy doing this, or I was going here or going there, or I fell asleep, or something. There's always an, I'm going to call it an excuse. He
Okay.
responds, but I'm going to call it an excuse. Do you overlook that and say he's communicating?
I wouldn't overlook it if I feel a certain kind of way about the response. I wouldn't overlook it. If my needs are not being met, why am I going to continue? It's time for me to move on. If it's all the time and you're left feeling a certain kind of way, I wouldn't continue. And I know others will, but I wouldn't, because then I'm feeling a certain kind of way, and that's gonna flow over to them. I don't want to do that. Not good for us.
Mm-hmm.
I
How do y'all?
probably wouldn't.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I probably wouldn't trip um the first time per se, because if he keeps, well, if it's out of the norm, if you've been consistent, you know, I probably wouldn't say too much. But then if it's like one time and you're letting me know why, I could probably overlook it. But if it keeps being a thing, then yes, I'd say that's a problem.
Problem.
If you
Mm-hmm.
never show up or never being consistent, so then there was a problem before all of this.
Well,
Because
let's
an
use an
inconsistent
example.
person's probably being inconsistent from the jump.
Let's use an
Yeah.
example. Say, you guys schedule a time. He's going to come over to your house, or she's going to come over to your house, and there's always an excuse, and they don't show up. If that was an example, again, I would be like, no, I'm cool. Because
Mm-hmm.
obviously you can't make time for me.
Yeah.
But if it's something different, I mean, I would respond and do different based on what it is. I'm a time person. If we don't have time together, what's the purpose of me even entertaining
You
this,
get.
whatever
That's
we
right.
have?
That's right. Yeah. So, have you all ever came across anyone who just matches your energy,
Yeah,
who just vibes with you and just matches your energy?
my twin. Yes,
Your
my
twin?
husband. Yeah,
Yes, my
we
husband. Yes.
absolutely, and I've never experienced that before, where it was just like we are. No, we get on each other's nerves too. It's not always cookies and cream being married. We get on each other's nerves, but we are so good friends that we can bounce back off of it. Our relationships and our marriage is new. Um, but it's just like we are like really close. We're really tight. We get along. We laugh. We have fun.
Hmm.
I'll cook. My husband cleans. And we literally just said it. He's like, "Ooh, I don't know what it's like. I rather clean than cook. I rather cook than clean." We mad. It works
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah. So, Kimmy, coming. Okay, you said that you've been married before.
Yeah.
Uh, Coming out of a marriage, going back into the dating world, and going back into a marriage again, was it hard for you to pick up on the goodness because you had been married before, because you had been through that, and then getting into the dating world that is extremely difficult? Was it hard for you to pick up on the goodness without bringing up things of the past?
I was in the dating world since what? And let me just go backwards. Wow. After the divorce, I was dating. I had been in relationships that didn't go far. Um, it was easy because, I mean, really, um, my husband was just different than anybody that I've ever dated. He was just different to me. Um, and the way we act around each other was just different. You would see us and most people pick up, they were like, oh, you guys, y'all must have been together for a long time because we laughing, we giggling, we having fun. And no, we just really have fun. We have a
Mm-hmm.
lot of fun. And it's not like we just go a lot of places, whatever. We sat and talked when we first met. We literally sat and talked for hours. Every time we no TV, no going somewhere, we would just sit and just talk for hours. Like back in the day when you were, on the phone and you were on the phone for hours and you in the phone and sleep on the phone. I stopped doing that some time ago. Started back because we will be on the phone for hours talking. We really got to know each other just from that. Now it does help that his
Mm-hmm.
mom is from the country, my mom is from the country. So, we share a lot of experiences that are similar. And that helps. That helps so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Fifi,
Yeah.
what about you?
Frank's still on here
Having
saying some
to
smart stuff.
Mm-mm.
Frank is gone. Frank is gone. So being in the dating world for you, like I said, it is extremely hard.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that you first off are ready to come across someone without the past feelings coming up? Like you know how like we see things in other people and it's like um such and such used to do that, but we have to realize that they're not that person. They're not what I have been through before. Are we Do we treat the dating scene like everybody's the same? I don't know if I said that question right or not. I can't get it out completely how I'm thinking about it, but um I don't know. Try to filter through that. Get that question for me. Cuz it didn't come out right. All the way
Uh,
right.
I don't
If past
know.
relationships roll over to any relationship or current
Relationships.
situation that you're
Okay, there we go.
Are you saying like, do we compare or sit back and think, oh, such and such used to do that? Um,
I do.
you do?
I
Mm-mm.
do. I try not to, but I do. It's hard not to.
I think and I think we all would do that if it's something that's not good. And I don't think
Hmm.
anything is wrong with that. Again, I'm gonna go back to because that happened to me on my last. It was, the okay. It was so bad. It was like I'm on my way, and it wouldn't show up, and wouldn't answer.
Mm.
And then call the next day, and oh, I fell asleep. No, you were on your way. I just fell asleep. So if it's stuff like that, and if someone else do it, I'm gonna remember. Oh, okay. Here we
Yeah.
go. Up, block. I ain't doing it. You gotta reverse thing. Block. I'm not doing it. You don't. I don't
Hmm.
want to feel uncomfortable.
Right. In any
Erica,
sense.
Erica is saying dating after 50 must be very difficult in these times and dates. And yes, it is.
Yes.
So what is the first step to start the process of dating? But most importantly, when will one know it's time to date? Good question. I don't know. I just feel like that. Me, for me, I think that's when I just started like getting out a little more, trying to make myself seem Erica.
A little bit more.
Um, and how do I know that I'm ready? I don't. I guess whenever, and honestly, I think my radar is off a little bit because I don't know when a person's flirting or not. Is that
I
strange?
can see that, no, because I get that completely. I get that.
I was like, was he just flirting with me?
Don't have a clue.
You know what?
Do not.
What,
Me and my
Kimmy?
husband met online, but I probably would be the same. Look, I go to the grocery store, I go to work again. I'm an introvert. So if someone's trying to, they say hi, hello. I'm like, keep
And keep it
Yeah, keep
moving.
it pushing. Yes.
Yeah. And I'm
I would
walking
know.
fast anyway.
Exactly. I'm in the store. I could go to the grocery store and be in and out in 10, 15 minutes and got a week worth of stuff. That's
Hmm.
how quick I'm in. I know where everything is. I'm in and out. So if you just say hi, I'm just thinking you're just being nice. Hi,
Yeah.
hello,
Hmm.
and
Unless you
keep
tap
going.
me on the shoulder and say, hey, I'm trying to holler at you. I'm not going to get
Right.
it.
And if God taps me on the shoulder and say that's him,
I told you he was coming.
yep.
No,
I mean,
sometimes they're creative. Didn't end up with them, but they've been creative. Somebody walked up to me and said, Beverly. And I said, my name is not Beverly. It was like, oh, you know what? You look like this lady that I used to work with named Beverly. I said, look, if you just wanted my phone number, you should have just asked
just say
for it. 'Cause that was
that.
corny.
Yes. Yeah, I don't do
But he was able
corny.
to get me to stop and have a conversation. It was funny though. I had to tell him, I was like, that was corny. That was corny. But
Erica
I
had,
mean,
sorry, go ahead.
I'm trying to read you, girl. You know I can't see it. Cannot see without my glasses on. I don't want to put them on.
She says, how is it that women can't recognize when a gentleman, not an average man, is flirting? Um,
I don't know.
I don't know, Erica. That is
Erica, I'm in
it's a
my
good
everyday.
question.
Yeah, but before I got married, I was in my everyday mode. I had things to do. I'm going to work. I'm going to the grocery store. Cause they only gonna catch me in the grocery store somewhere like that. Other than that, I'll be at home. You gotta have a serious conversation with me. You gotta be smiling. I don't know. If you just saying hi, how do I know that's flirting? There's a lot of people that say
Hmm.
hi.
Yeah, I don't want to get nothing misconstrued. So,
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I,
I'm all cheesing in your face. He's like, okay, good, hi,
yeah,
good day.
yeah.
it's
I
like
need
I
for you
just
to
asked
blink
the
3 times.
question.
Blink 3 times and let me know.
Now, if I'm at which I don't do, a club or a lounge or something, and somebody come up to me and hold a conversation, yeah, because we're at that scene. But if I'm in a grocery store, if you just say hi, you could just be saying hi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They'll be on here talking about me. I said hi to the lady at the grocery store. She must have thought I was going to ask her for her phone number.
yeah. It's like, why would I want her phone number?
I'm just trying to be nice. Can't you be nice to women these days?
Right.
Yeah. That's why I thought that online dating would be the thing for me because that's literally I go to work, I come home, so I know that I'm not out and about enough to be seen. So I thought online dating would work for me, but I guess maybe I'm just too scary or
Whatever
I don't
you're
know what
scared
that
of
is.
online can happen to you if you met somebody on the street.
Yes. What did
Charles
Charles say?
Oh
Charles
Lord, I
said
gotta get my glasses.
he said if he doesn't come in like Jerome from the Himalayas.
Say
Right,
Jer-
Charles. He
Romy
gonna
Rome's in the
have
house.
to. He gonna have to say Jerome in the house,
House.
And the
and
first
they're gonna
thing
be
that I'm
like,
gonna do is just like this.
it's gonna be like,
He better not show up looking like him though.
It's like I hope he
Oh,
ain't
they
talking to me. I
do.
hope he ain't talk.
I
Like,
hope
oh,
not.
no, you don't say that. I'll be like, please don't come over here. Oh, he's
Yeah,
coming. Oh Lord, let
right.
me.
Send it to
And then the two,
myself.
you ain't got enough time to get your stuff together and go to the bathroom real quick. Oh my God.
And Erica, you're correct.
You
Erica
are.
said, but sometimes those are the ones that you may need to approach. I'm not approaching. I'm a little
What,
old fashioned in that. Yeah.
I'll let them
Erica?
engage with
And
me.
engage with them. No, I used to do that. I'm not. No.
Oh no,
That's
no, I
probably why
wouldn't
I'm
feel
single.
that. Mm-mm.
I'm not going to, that's too much like begging to me.
Well, and it looks a
There's
little.
women that
Does it
do
look
it.
thirsty?
And
It
it's
looks
just not
thirsty for
this
me.
one. It's just not this one. I'm not thirsty.
But can you imagine
Only for
if you
water.
no, but look, can you imagine that you went up to a man and you like, hey, I'm kind of interested. I want your phone number. He's like, no, you're not my type.
Yeah. We're
Can you
thinking she too
imagine? But wait,
thirsty.
hold on. But men get that all the time. They get it all
Mm.
the time.
I had a
They get
conversation
turned
with a guy
down a
about
lot.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, they get turned. So it's okay for them to get turned down, but it's not okay if we
Pay for
get turned
women.
down.
It's
Yeah,
absolutely not.
yeah.
Mm.
I'm not. Erica,
I don't
sorry.
like rejection.
Me either. Me either.
I know none of us do. No, nobody likes that R word.
No.
But like, if I can
Eh.
keep myself from, I'm just gonna stay over here in my bubble.
And that's what I feel
Look,
like happens on
It's
online dating.
safer here.
It's just a lot of
it,
rejection.
I
It's
Like
mean,
the
you feel
skin's
safer.
not
bad,
tough
but
enough yet.
you don't want to get somebody, go out with somebody that you know you really don't care for. Because
Hmm.
I mean, the only other part of this, and I think we should go into this in another episode, is talking about, you know, the ones they say, women who go out on dates just for meals. Because that could be a whole
Another
conversation.
Two
episode.
or three
Yes.
Yeah.
hours.
The
Yeah.
next episode for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. And we are coming up. I just, it seemed like when we were on other platforms, it took a long time to an
Forever to
hour.
get 38
It's
minutes.
Fifi, you would
Yes.
say Fifi would say, somebody check the time. How long we
It'd be
been
like
over there?
5 minutes. But it
How
seems
long we
like
been
we
over there?
literally almost an hour.
Mm-hmm. It goes
We're
by
at,
quick.
Yeah, Erica,
yes.
I know. I gotta get out of the the word I'm trying to come up with. That's my own defense mechanism. If I stay here, can't nobody hurt me.
You've been disappointed though.
Yeah, yep, a lot.
But just
Mm-hmm.
remember, when you expect things from others, we had this conversation, when you expect things from others, you leave yourself open to be disappointed. Not saying that everybody's
Mm.
going to disappoint you, but you leave yourself open. Don't expect anything.
So how
The
do you
thing
do
that
that?
bothers, you know what? I'm, with my relationship that we have, we are close. I don't have expectations for him. I
Mhm.
don't. I let him come as he is and who he is. It just so
Mhm.
happens that we're so similar that it works for us. If
Mm-hmm.
you meet somebody and you have all these expectations and they don't do it, but you really like them, then you
Mhm.
end up getting hurt yourself. So I try not to have expectations. That includes with everything that I do with work. I don't want to have expectations. Then you're gonna let me down,
Yeah.
and then that's gonna bother
Mm.
me. I ain't gonna look at you the same.
No.
Wind up, I ain't got no friends because I have expectations. I don't want to have expectations. The only person I have an expectation for is for myself,
Self.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We're
and
learning
it is
that.
difficult. It's difficult to do, but it will stop you from, being upset and all those other things. Just don't have any expectations. If they
Just a
show
little
up and they
less
do
hurt.
above, yeah, they show up and they do above and beyond, win-win.
Yeah. Win. 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 Yep.
Winner, winner.
Chicken dinner.
Chicken
But,
dinner.
right, right. So
That's
let me take us
it.
on out of here. So I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you
You're
again
right,
for my
Erica.
classes. Oh, what she say? I'm sorry.
She said, yes, it is, but you will not always meet the image of the person who hurt you. You're correct.
Mhm.
Would you accept someone with an 80% expectation and work on the 20% from that point?
I would.
Yeah, because hell, I ain't got it all together.
Yeah. That was my thoughts exactly. Yeah. As long as
Mm.
we're working together, I think that anything can be worked out. But it has to be a together thing. I'm not working on your 20% by myself because that's your 20%. But we will work together on that 20%.
And I don't feel like, well, if I feel like we're competing against each other, that's a problem. When
Hmm.
Competing
we're
for what?
is just competing, period. Like anything that I do, you think that
I can do better.
Anything you can do,
no,
I can
it's
do
like he thought that
it.
I was better than him. Well, now that's something you feel insecure in yourself.
Yeah, that's personal.
Don't put that on me. Yeah, don't put that on me. How you feel. Charles is laughing
Mm,
at us
I see.
with that 80-20.
80-20.
That's the
I feel like
80-20 rule.
yeah, 80-20 rule. Married to, what was it? What was the
Um,
movie? The Tyler Perry movie?
Uh-huh. Why did I get married?
Why? And it was my favorite. Oh my God,
it
I love
was a
it.
good one.
She
All
said, go
right,
on back over there with your 20.
right.
Yep.
So I want to say thank you guys for allowing us to be unapologetically black, beautiful, and unbothered. Now we all have on the same shirt, and you can actually get the same shirt. Just check our comment section, check our description, and it will have the link there. Thank you so much, and we appreciate you all. Goodbye.
Good
Thank you
night.
all. Good night.
Unapologetically black, beautiful and unbothered. You can come hard, but they will come hard. Beautiful black women who here discussing it all. Like, comment, and subscribe. You're ready to have a ball. Unapologetically black, beautiful and unbothered. They done come far and prepared to go farther. Prepared for the dreams and now they done harbor. Different avenues and planes they done charter. It's marvelous. They get going, they can't stop. No, with Kimmy coming through, no way that they gon' flop. Plus Nikki, Erica, Fifi, and Kiwi. This the dream team, just watching you gon' believe. See, real talks, you see it's better than TV. Unapologetic, they step and never retreat. Be bold, be smart, be courageous. This is being black, couple unapologetically black. Beautiful and unbothered. You can come hard, but they will come hard. Beautiful black women who here discussing it all. Like, comment, and subscribe. You're ready to have a ball. Black, beautiful and unbothered. They done come far and prepared to go farther. Prepared for the gyms and now they done harbor. Different avenues and planes they done charter.